Daddy born poor, mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. 4 babies in the backseat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. It is Monday, March 24th, 2025, 3:30 in the afternoon here at Forex Smart Trade. We teach people how to become successful and profitable currency traders using our simple but powerful and accurate proprietary trading indicators. To be a good trader, you need the right tools and the right coaching. And the purpose of this session is to show you that we have the right tools and that we are good coaches. So with that, let's jump right in. We need to first start with listening to this guy, and then we can see what the market has.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
We teach with a number of different tools. We've got videos, we've got group training sessions. We do these live trade sessions so that you can watch an experienced trader walk through their methodology and learn by listening to them describe how they look at and think about things. I do 3 live trades a week, the one we're in now, another one tomorrow morning at 6:30, and then also on Thursday morning at 6:30. Every afternoon around 4:15, I also send out an overnight trade setup. During the day, we also send out trade pattern alerts that notifies you that a setup exists and it'd be a good trade to copy. When you become a member, every morning at 10 a.m. we do a live trade like this. Every afternoon at 6 p.m. we do a live trade like this. And then you can see we have lots of coaching sessions, group coaching sessions. We believe in continuous coaching. Anybody good at anything has a coach. It's consistently working on the fundamentals that keeps you sharp and keeps you good. I have a little trade protocol that I like to follow that makes sure I don't miss anything. A little checklist every morning. I like to restart my green chart. Actually, today I also rebooted the machine. It was going a little slow. Part of the protocol that I think is very important, but this is kind of independent of our tools, but just something that's good to do is when you do make a bad trade is to go back and take a look at it at the end of the day or the beginning of the next day and try to figure out why it didn't do what you thought. And that knowledge, picking up those little pieces of information, takes out the variability in your trading and helps you get more consistent. With our indicators, it's got a simulator in there, so you can go back to a specific point in time and take a look exactly at what the chart was telling you. And usually you can pick something up by doing that. We are technical traders. We are trading based on the price action, and that's what our indicators are very good at, predicting which direction the market's going to move in. If you can predict which direction the market's going to move in, you can make some money. It's that simple. We are not trading on news. In fact, we want to know what the news events are so that we can trade around them, because the news, we can't kind of control how the news is going to impact things. I like to look at the news at forexfactory.com. Forexfactory.com breaks news down into kind of 3 categories: yellow, which is low impact. I ignore those. Orange, which is medium impact. I also ignore those, but some people pay attention. And then red is high impact. These are guys we want to trade around. And usually I put a 2-hour window in front of whatever the time is on these red items, so that I'm not trading. I don't have an open trade when the news hits, because I can't control how the market's going to react to that news. And what happens is, on stuff where there's published data like PMI, that number is already known and is going to be released at a specific time, and people who have access to the number who publish that, or who publish that number, can get it earlier. So coming up, we don't have any reds coming up till tomorrow night. Any trade we take now will be closed well before then. So we have clear trading. The trade I am going to do today, we've got a dozen different signals. When we train someone, we kind of customize the trade plan based around their availability to trade and kind of their risk preferences. The one that suits me is something called the 10-point trade. I like to trade it on a 1-hour chart. On a 1-hour chart, trades are worth anywhere from 5 to 35 pips. And my sweet spot tends to be 11 pips. If I can carve out 11 pips 3 times a day, I am doing pretty well. And on this strategy, what we're looking for is, there's 3 sections of the chart. The middle section is the majors and minors. The top section is the TNTs. There are 4 lines up here. And the bottom section is what we call a pressure. I start with the middle section, the majors and minors. Red and green line is the major indicator. The black and gray line is the minor indicator. This horizontal red line is the oversold line. This horizontal blue line is the overbought line. I am looking for situations where we are either oversold and the lines are going up, like here. I'm going to ride it up through the channel. Or we are overbought, the lines are above and going down, and then I'm going to ride it down through the channel. So here we are oversold. Everybody's going up. There's 4 things I'm looking for. 1, that we started oversold. 2, that all the lines are going up. 3, that I've got what I call a double cross, where if it's going up, the green is crossed over the red and the gray is crossed over the black. And 4, what the steepness is of this green line. And I want it to be better than 45 degrees. It is. So I've got all 4 elements that I want here. However, what I don't want is, I generally don't like taking trades when the green line has gone past the halfway mark. And it has. Green line's gone past the halfway mark. So I generally pass on that. I don't know how much more is left to get out of here. So I just don't take it. I'd rather pass on a couple possible trades than take a possible trade and it lose. And then once it loses, I got to do that much more work to get back to break even. So you really only need 2 good trades a day to make terrific money at this. So we're going to pass. If I don't see what I want here, I don't need to look at the TNTs or the pressure. Euro USD. This chart that we're trading off of, by the way, is something called the Light 6 Major. It's one of our standard charts. It's a composite chart. It's showing me 6 different currency pairs. And in this case, they're all US based. So Euro USD, oversold, everybody's going up. Oh, no, not everybody's going up. The minor has already turned here. So because the minor is turned, I'm going to pass. Other thing I don't like here, we still have the green line's a little bit past the halfway point, but I don't like the kink in the line where the line is going, the green line is going from more steep to less steep. I want it the other way around. I want it going from less steep to more steep. So like you can see here, more steep, more steep, more steep. There's 2 kinks in the lines here. That's what I'm looking for. Pound USD, majors are going up, minors are sideways, green lines more than halfway. Dollar Canadian dollar, we've got this agreement here between the majors and minors, and it's almost overbought. Dollar Swiss franc, it's kind of the reverse of what we're seeing over here. Majors coming down more than halfway, minors are sideways. And dollar yen, again, disagreement. Majors coming down, minors going up. I want everybody in agreement. I don't mind that the minors have kind of run through the channel, but I do want all the lines going in the same direction, and they're not here. So I've cloned this chart, and we will look at 6 more currency pairs. These are non-USD pairs. Euro pound. We didn't really get to overbought. I generally don't trade turns in the channel unless it's the Euro USD. On the Euro USD, I'm kind of familiar enough with it that if the line turns in here, I might trade it. But with the Euro pound, I'm not. Australian dollar, yen. Majors are kind of going sideways. Clearly less than 45 degrees. Euro Canadian dollar, we're reaching overbought. Majors still going up, minors sideways. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, everybody's going down. We're more than halfway. Pound yen, we've got disagreement between the majors and minors. Euro Australian dollar, we do have everybody going down, but the majors never really made it to overbought. Again, I like it to be overbought. I like it to start from here and then be moving versus turning in the channel. So nothing there. We're going to pass. Euro Canadian dollar, majors coming down, minors going up, so no agreement. Euro New Zealand dollar, everybody's going down, but we are just reaching oversold. Pound New Zealand dollar, everybody going down, just reaching oversold. Now, can you make 11 pips taking a sell when it's oversold? Yes, you can, but it's just not part of my trade strategy. That's a trade that I don't want to have in my portfolio. There's lots of trades I can show you where, it was overbought and you could have made 10 pips if it's gone up. In fact, maybe over here. Let's take a look. It turned. And that was 18 pips, 2 hours. So you can, I just don't do it. Gold dollar, oversold. Everybody's going up. Double cross, greens on top, grays on top. There's a little kink in the line here. We're going from less steep to more steep. So I like everything here. So there's 4 points. 1, we're oversold. 2, they're all going up. 3, the double cross. And 4, the steepness on the green line. So I'm going to jump up to my TNTs. There are 4 lines up here. The 2 orange lines, thick orange and thin orange. And 2 blue lines, thick blue and dotted blue. I'm going to count how many lines support the buy signal I see here. Thin orange is going up, thick orange is going up, so that's 2. The blue lines are inversely related, so when blue's going down, that means buy. So thick blue is going down and dotted blue. So all 4 are telling me buy. I want at least 3 out of 4, but I've got 4 out of 4. So that's the second part of the test. Third part of the test is I want these lines either going up or I want the green line on top, and I have the green line on top. So that's 1 point, 4 points, 4 points for 9 points. When I have everything that I want here, I do a second confirmation. And that second confirmation is to look at a full chart. Oops, wrong thing. Sorry about that. Look at a full chart. And what's a full chart? Here it's just the one currency pair, gold, dollar, but with different time periods. A 2-hour chart, a 4-hour chart, an 8-hour chart, 12-hour chart, a 1-day chart. And what a 2-hour chart, how it's different from a 1-hour chart, is that each candle has 2 hours worth of information in it versus 1 hour information. And the same with the lines down here, 4 hours worth of information in it. So what I want to see on the 2-hour chart is I want to see that we're oversold. Lines don't have to be going up, but I want us to be oversold. And I also want us to be oversold on the 4-hour chart. Again, the lines don't need to be going up. And the reason I want both of these oversold is if this weakens, if this is oversold, the likelihood is it's going to be going up soon. And I'm not going to get stopped out because it's down here. There's not more down in it. So I've got my confirmation that I want. Once I have my confirmation, now some of the trades we do, the take profit's predetermined. Like it might be 5 pips or 3 pips or whatever it is. On this trade, I need to figure out how many pips I want to take. So this is a little bit more advanced trade. So to figure out how many pips I want to take, I want to go to a clean chart. And to go to a clean chart, so here is a gold dollar. I want to drop in some support and resistance. Support and resistance are spots where the candles seem to naturally stop. So you can see they're stopping here. They stopped over here, stopped over here. Over here they stopped, kept bouncing against here. Bounce, 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 went above. Bounce, 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 bounce. So I want to trade within that channel, within that support and resistance channel, because if I try to go onto the other side of it, it's going to take longer because you see, bounce, it took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours before it broke into this channel. I want to get in and get out within an hour or two. So to do that, I'm going to keep my profit within this channel. So I'm going to open this up so we can see it a little bit more. Now on the Euro USD, these things tend to be about 30, 40 pips apart. So here we are, we're sitting right on this line. I want to know how much room I've got from where we are to the next line. So that is 9.7. They measure it differently. They don't measure it with pips on gold. And let's see where we're here to this guy. 7.1. And how about just to this guy? 3.2. So 3.2, 7.1, and 9.7. And then the other thing I want to do is, what's the trend been? We're kind of trading into an uptrend, but the last day it's been a little bit down. But look at this, up, 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 little pullback, up, 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 up. So it's a big uptrend, actually. So when I'm trading against the trend, well, actually, we're trading with the trend. We're taking a buy. I can be a little more aggressive. I think, so that's 7.1. Let's just look at the chart one more time. Buy. Everybody's up. Green line's on top. So we're going to take a buy on gold. So you can do that in your simulator, or if you're using MetaTrader, you can do it in MetaTrader. So I don't have gold down here. So I'm going to go to File, New Chart, and I'm going to go to Metal. And it's XAU USD. And I'm going to change it to the chart we're looking at. And the lot size on gold is a little different. Normally, you just move the decimal point over 0.4 spots, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I would take a 1.6 if we were just doing currency pairs. Anywhere from half a 1.6, so it would be 0.8 all the way up to 3.2. But here, because it's gold, I'm just going to take 0.5. So I'm going to do buy. And I am going to right click, go to a new modify order. And I forget how this works because I don't trade gold that often. Let me just see what happens if we do this. 308. That looks about right. I'm going to use a 2-to-1. Let's see what it looks like. I want to go a little bit more. So let me take a look at what did we decide over here. So we're going to the top of this candle. We go to the top of this candle. So the top of that candle is up here. And I'm going to increase my stop loss. So we took a buy on the on gold USD with a take profit of 301358, 301358, and a stop loss of 2996.80. 2996.80. And that is, I don't know, 7. Doesn't translate to pips, but it's about 7. If you want to learn to trade, the best way to do it is find somebody who's good at it, that you trust, and get them to teach you. We are good at it. We are trustworthy. Although when somebody tells you they're trustworthy, generally that's a sign that they're not. But we've been doing this a long time, 16 years. We've got a very high Better Business Bureau rating, A+. We are so confident that we can teach you to do this profitably that we'll let you trade with our money and split what you make. That's got a number of benefits for you. One, that both of our interests are aligned. We don't just get paid for showing you how to do it. We get paid by you doing it well. And it gives you a mentor, somebody who's always there, who you can ask questions to, and who's keeping an eye on what you're doing. So if you start to kind of go off course, we'll step in and provide correction. And we do that because you're trading with our money and we don't want you to lose it. Have a terrific day. I'll be sending out the overnight trade in I don't know, 10 minutes or so. Join me again tomorrow morning, and I will expect this to close by 9 o'clock tonight. We've got the issue. Normally it's 1 to 3 hours, but we're coming up on 5 o'clock is when the new trading day starts. And that between 5 and 6 o'clock, the brokers increase their spreads. So not much trading goes on. And then they reduce them back down around 6 o'clock. So we lose that hour. And then we'll pick it up after 6 o'clock. And then it would be within 3 hours we should get that move. All right, have a terrific rest of your evening, and we'll see you tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.